Hey, my friend, it's Melanie Ferguson, your host of Creatives on Fire, the podcast where I hope to inspire you to create a profitable six-figure following online. So turn it up and listen in to amazing stories of success, along with behind-the-scenes secrets and valuable tips from, you guessed it, Creatives on Fire. Hey, my sweet friend, Melanie here. I have a couple of questions for you. I want to ask you if you are struggling at all with overwhelm, feeling like you need to be in a million places, not having enough time. Maybe you struggle with feeling like you're not good enough. Or who am I to be sharing this with my audience? That imposter syndrome that a lot of us struggle with. What about just knowing what the next step is you should take in your business? Does any of this resonate with you? If so, I'd love to invite you to Creatives on Fire Insiders. This is an amazing group of creatives who are finding success and growing their businesses together. It's designed to stop the overwhelm, to build your confidence, and to guide you through the next steps you should take in your business. A lot of our focus inside is on video and live video specifically, how to get good at it, how to really capitalize on the time that we spend in our businesses. If this sounds like anything that interests you, come spend some time with us, because let's face it, who you spend your time with matters. Check us out at creativesonfireinsiders.com. We'll see you there. Welcome back to the podcast. This week, it is going to be yours truly. I'm going to share with you my thoughts on how to rethink your business, how to diversify, and how to pivot for success. All right, first of all, let me just talk about what is success to you. Are you aware of your business, or do you spend more time consuming content than creating content? I say this all the time to my coaching students. I say, listen, guys, it is so easy to fall into the trap of consuming content, especially in social media. We get tied up in that, oh my goodness, looking at other people's accounts, and we really need to be focused more on the creative side of our businesses. But you need to start with being really, really clear on what it is you want from your business. Just being aware is half of the battle. You can get into such a rut of every single day getting up and doing the exact same things without ever being aware of your business itself. Over time, and we're talking months and probably years, you should be able to get a pretty good feel for if your current business strategy is working or not. You've probably identified a problem that your followers have and have created an amazing solution for that problem. But your business needs to be continuing to grow at a steady pace. Definitely forward. If your business is stagnant or moving backwards, that's a pretty good indication that you need to make a pivot in your business. Sometimes you just need to diversify. So what I mean by that is don't put all of your eggs in one basket. You've heard it over and over again. Switch up what you're doing online. If you have naturally always been going on live to a Facebook page, maybe you need a group. Maybe you need a different social media platform. Maybe you want to start a blog. Maybe you want to start a membership. This is all diversifying your business, putting your feelers out there to see if you can start growing again instead of staying in the same exact spot. In order to diversify, a lot of times you need to put yourself out there, become guests on podcasts, be able to speak on other people's pages or share your talents in other people's audiences. This is how you are going to grow without showing up day in and day out to the exact same people. That will never take you anywhere. In order to be able to do these things where you put yourself out there with other people, you need to make sure that you are an authority, a go-to person on a specific topic. Maybe you're a specialist in making bows. Maybe you're a specialist in sewing, or maybe you're a specialist in a certain pattern. maybe you do all things plaid and you're the go-to person for that. So you just want to be a specialist, not a generalist. Even though we love all the things, in order to be successful in business, we have to be good at really one specific thing. Start on a small scale. When we're successful there, then we can go bigger and bigger and do all of the things. All right, so you are becoming more and more aware of your business over time. You are diversifying. You are putting yourself out there, growing your business. So how do you know when it's time to pivot or time to make a change in your business that will really help your success in the long run? Because you should already know and be clear of what it is that you want from your business. And if you're not reaching for it or getting there in a timely manner, then it might be time to pivot. So take a look at your business. Constantly be looking at where you're at and making corrections. So your business is working. The people are loving what you're giving them, but you maybe don't love it at all. Maybe you are hung up. Maybe you are the problem. Maybe you are unhappy with what it is that you do day in and day out. Maybe you're doing what you're expected to do. Maybe you're doing what you saw someone else do in their business, but it really wasn't meant for you to do. Or you think there's got to be a better way to do this business, a better way to grow your audience. Maybe you think now that you have gotten this business working and it's going along pretty well, but it's been several months or even years, and the market is starting to get very saturated. It's competitive and cluttered, and there are lots of copycats out there. You maybe had an idea that people have loved and they've begun to cling to, run with, and taken and made not even their own. Maybe they have stolen your idea. Maybe they, or perceived that they have stolen your idea. Maybe they've taken your exact content, or maybe they've even gone so far as to taking your business's name. I've had that happen to me personally with my event. I had to go and get it trademarked. And that was a whole nother podcast in itself on how to get your business trademarked. But let me just tell you that if it's important to you and the success of what you have in mind for it in the long run is important to you, then you will definitely take all the measures you need to make sure that it is protected. So you are sitting there thinking you don't love parts of the business. There's got to be a better way to do the business, or the market for your business is super saturated. You're struggling and you are looking for a change. You want to look for patterns, figure out what it is that needs to shift in your business. Pivot means simply a change in strategy without changing the vision. So you have the vision, but now you just need to change your strategy. Maybe you need to tweak your demographics, shift from moms that stay at home with kids up to age 5 to maybe you are expanding to moms that stay at home with kids up to 15 years of age. You just need to decide, what is an aspect of your business that if you were to change that one thing, you could see over time, maybe that shift would be helpful. You might want to tweak your service or your products. So I know that a lot of things changed over the last couple of years for a lot of businesses. And people have had to do a lot of pivoting. And that may have meant taking their brick and mortar store completely online. Maybe that meant stopping a certain type of product because they can no longer get their hands on it because it's overseas, and maybe starting to change their products to products that are made here in their own town or area, or small businesses instead of big businesses. You have to be flexible in business and be willing to make changes and make them quickly. Maybe pivot means changing your messaging. Maybe you need to change your messaging over and over until you get it right. If you see that you are struggling with your business and what it is that you're offering as the solution to your audience, but others are thriving offering the same thing, it could definitely be your messaging or your marketing. You want to take a really good hard look at what it is you are sharing and putting yourself out there as. You are your brand in most cases. If you're dealing with an online business, are you even putting yourself out there? Maybe that is the differentiation you need to make in your business, is just to simply start putting yourself out there. I always tell my coaching clients that you are your brand. You are your brand. You are your superpower. You are the reason people are going to buy your services and products from you in particular than from the person next to you. So everyone will align themselves with someone, and why not you? But they'll never know if you don't put yourself out there. Sometimes we spend so much time accruing followers or gathering an audience that's really big, and we're constantly trying to learn new tricks, hacks, and tactics, or we think we have it figured out. If we just do this many events or this many lives, that we will just have this huge 6-figure following. But we don't spend enough time learning what we should do with the followers that we have, or loving on the audience that we've been blessed with. So you need to stop consuming content, trying to be on that hamster wheel of growing our audiences, and start creating content. Start paying attention to patterns. Start noticing if what it is that we are doing on a day-to-day basis is actually moving us towards our crystal clear goal and what we decided in the beginning and we were so excited about for success. Pivoting can be scary. I mean, what if no one follows what it is we've changed? What if, our idea just tanks and no one wants it? Well, you'll never know unless you try. And I want to just say this. Sometimes you come to a crossroads in your business that you recognize that if you don't pivot quickly, it's just going to die anyway. It's just going to die anyway, or it's going to take you down with it. That is the burnout that a lot of us as creatives experience. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be more aware of what it is that you are putting out there every single day. Is it growing your business, or is it killing your business? I want to pivot this podcast a little bit. This, I felt like, was the perfect episode to kind of segue into this pivot. I want to start taking the focus, because I feel like we've spent a lot of time on meeting amazing individuals who have grown their audiences to 6-figure followings. It seems like overnight, but we've had so many golden nuggets from them on how to grow the audience. But now I want to take some time and meet some people who are actually taking those audiences and making money with them. I want to share with you people that are doing something with these followers, that are diversifying their businesses. Maybe they've even pivoted their businesses and are seeing huge successes from taking that leap of change. There are no limits to your pivots in business. You got to do whatever it takes to make sure that what you're doing is actually what you should be doing to gain that success that you're looking for, and what it is that you want to make you happy, because that is what you got into business for yourself for in the first place. You need to stand out. You need to either be the first one doing what it is, you need to be different, be yourself, put yourself out there, or you need to get some mass messaging going behind what it is that you are doing for your pivot. These are ways to make sure that you will see success. So listen, until next time, I hope that you will take some account of your business, where you are right now in your business and where you want to be in your business in the coming months. It's a great time of year to make changes. We are coming up to the first quarter again. This is when we make all of our goals and we decide to start with a fresh, clean slate. What is it that you need to do to make sure that 2022 is your best year ever? Until next time, stay creative. Thank you so much, my friend, for listening to the podcast. I'm blessed every single time you come back and listen to an episode. It's especially amazing when you share it with others on social media. So be sure to follow Creatives on Fire online. Listen, if you have not already done so, I want you to go ahead and download the 5 ideas I personally used to explode my online audience growth to a 6-figure following. You can find that at creativesonfirepodcast.com. I appreciate you, and until next time, stay inspired.